Should foreign governments be owning land, particularly farmland in the U.S.? No. That's fucking retarded. I can't believe that the U.S. allows this. I can't believe the American people allow this. You also have to watch out for proxy owners, which is, it's a company owned by a company owned by a company that's basically owned by fucking China. I can think of a couple of trucking companies off the top of my head right now that are in the U.S. that own farmland here and that deal in agriculture that are basically owned by fucking China. No, they should not be owned by China. Or, excuse me, owned by a company that owns a company that owns a holding corporation that's owned by fucking China, okay? Or that's owned by BlackRock, but it's a subsidiary of a Chinese corporation or some shit. Like, dude, this is the kind of shit that, like, you guys have to be on the lookout for. And if you're just gonna, it's no different than having people with dual passports working in government. I'm not talking about just elected officials. Understand, by the way, no, I'm talking about employees, people who work in these departments, State Department and so on. Dog catcher. Dude, if you have dual residency to other countries, no, you should not be in those jobs. Because you have some other country you can fuck off to. After you've screwed the country up, you have some other country that you can go fuck off to. Like 99% of Americans, we don't have some other country we can go to. And I know, by the way, there's all you passport bros out there. No, man, move to this country. It's awesome. I live here like a king for $8 a day and shit like that. Yeah, you live there like a king for $8 a day until you don't have $8 a day, right? As soon as the money stops, just like every other fake friend in your life that's only around when you have money, right? As soon as the money runs out, you think that country's going to say, yeah, hey, you're welcome to stay here and just, and take the job, one of the many jobs here. Bullshit. Dude, I've looked into it. Bullshit. Most of those countries are like, oh, hey, you're out of money? Yeah, it's been real, it's been fun, but you got to get the fuck up out of here. Why would they want you to stay there if you're not bringing any money to them? So, yeah, I mean, Americans don't have some other place they can fuck off to in most cases. They have to make do with what we have right now. And if you're going to have people in office, right, with dual residency or dual citizenship to other countries, any other country, if you're going to do that, then you got to expect that you're going to be fucked repeatedly. And they're going to do what's right for that country because they have dual loyalties. This is common fucking sense, dude. And by the way, for those of you out there, once again, you Trump people out there, I triple fucking dog dare you to corner that motherfucker, Trump being the motherfucker, and say, hey, listen, I want an actual answer to this question. Are you going to kick all these people in all levels of government who have dual passports to any other country out of government? And watch him fucking just, he's not going to have an answer. He's going to give you a bunch of double talk and blah-de-blah. We're going to bring in experts and that's going to be the greatest. Fuck you, dude. Answer the fucking question. Because there's a lot of government that have a bunch of people with dual fucking passports. Okay? They can fuck off to other countries. In fact, they should. Right? If they don't like America anymore, fuck off. You've got dual passports, go somewhere else. Fuck you. And the answer is going to be no. And I think a lot of you know this. I think in the back of your mind, you know that, yeah, Trump ain't going to do. He can do that. The balls to do it. He just doesn't. He doesn't. I know the type. And he didn't have the guts to do that shit, dude. He didn't have the guts to stare these people down or do any of that kind of stuff. He's too much of a happy, positive kind of guy. He's not going to stare them down and say, no, I'm actually firing all of you. If you have dual passports, you are all fucking fired right now. Effective immediately. Get your last paycheck, get your shit, and get the fuck out. It's not happening, dude. No. China and other countries, that's a no fucking brainer. No, they should not be owning a bunch of land in the U.S. Especially when you have Americans who don't own land in America. There's like all these people in America, right? A whole bunch of Americans, they'd kind of like to maybe own some land, own a house, and they can't do it, yet you're allowing other countries and governments to do that? That's pretty goddamn un-American as far as I'm concerned. I'm just saying. I mean, like, these are two things that really should, like, Americans should be hardline on this one. For real. Like, I don't care if you're left or right. You should be hardline on those two issues. You know, even if you're a fucking diehard leftist, you should be like, no, hey, other countries shouldn't be owning land when, hey, we would like to own some land here too. For real, it's the one thing that actually should unite people. It should unite Americans, are those two things. Yet they never get brought up in conversation. And when they do get brought up in conversation, they're immediately forgotten as quickly as possible. And they're off to some other topic because they don't want to talk about that topic. Because that's it's a fucking serious topic. That's a real topic. That's an actual issue. That's an actual issue that people want to hear an answer to, myself included.